Hey guys, I'm Scott from the Forgot to Grow Up podcast. I'm here today to talk to you about Marvel's Inhumans. Marvel's Inhumans is the latest addition to Marvel's TV universe, and it's received a little bit of critical hate so far. I just wanted to touch on a few of those points that the critics made and a little bit of my opinion on it. It's a little bit of a rant and a review. The rant part would be about critics really hating on this show. And I can see some of the points that they had were valid. It shouldn't have been released in IMAX. That was just a dumb decision on Disney's part. That was clearly just financially made. Um, Another point they made was there are some plot points in certain or plot holes that I can concede that should have been worked out before they started filming. But overall, I felt that critics were just a little too harsh on this superhero show. And again, I always come back to this, and that it's a superhero show. You can't hold it at the same standards you hold an HBO show or a Westworld or a Game of Thrones. These aren't those type of shows. These are shows about superheroes and superhero characters. And yes, I agree you can have more in-depth and better storytelling. But at the end of the day, superheroes are more for children or the children inside of us than they are for the grown-ups. And that's why they tend to be a little meh sometimes. Because they have to attract more kids so that they buy merchandise, so they become lifetime fans, like me with Star Wars. Anyways, Marvel's Inhumans. I feel that the critics gave it just a very bad, a lot of bad reviews, and that detracted a lot of people from watching the show. I personally took an extra month before getting into it because I trusted that it wasn't as good as everybody had said, or I trusted that it was pretty bad, like critics had said. But when I finally dove into it, because I have to get to it eventually, I found that it wasn't quite as bad as everyone said. The special effects were pretty good for TV level. They're not supposed to be the Avengers level special effects. I felt the fight scenes were actually really great, like the fight scenes and action scenes compared to shows like Daredevil and even a little bit of the Defenders. Not Daredevil. Daredevil was good. I meant to say Iron Fist. Iron Fist had terrible fighting. Daredevil was great fighting. This was on the same level, I'd say, with Daredevil's fighting. It was very well choreographed. It was very cool to see the different styles of the different Inhumans and their unique abilities to bring to each individual fight and action scene. They could use some more practical effects, I'd say. But I did enjoy a lot of the special effects. I thought Medusa's hair was great before they cut it off. But it was also expensive. That's why they cut it off. You know how expensive it is to paint in filling hair every scene for a whole episode? Times 10 for a whole season? It's expensive. So they shaved it off. Spoiler, I guess. Kind of. I think they showed that in the trailer. It's a TV show. Anyways, so what I was saying, Marvel's Inhumans, I felt was pretty good. Maybe not pretty good. It was okay. It's an okay superhero show. It's fun to check out each week to see what's going to happen with them. One last thing I wanted to touch on from the critics said was that these characters are very shallow and hadn't been developed. And all I have to say about that is it's a TV show. You have to give it some time. You have to let the episodes progress so that the characters can progress and become bigger people. I feel a lot of critics saw the first pilot episodes and just were like, blah, 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 bad things about all the characters and the different actors playing them. And I felt it was completely unwarranted because you can see just watching the fourth episode that they're already starting to develop the characters into more than just this shallow royal family. So yeah, guys, I felt if you like superhero shows, you'll like Marvel's Inhumans. Don't hold it at the same standard as you hold maybe a Daredevil or a Flash, but it's still a good show or an okay show. So check it out. But thanks, guys, for checking out this video. If you want to hear more from me and the guys that Forgot to Grow Up, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the page. You can find us on iTunes, YouTube, pretty much anywhere you get your podcasts or find videos. But thanks for listening, guys. Have a good one.